Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Full Court Press. I am your host, Drew Duncan. Do not forget that Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram is all at Drew Duncan 83. Additionally, you can find me on YouTube. Simply look for Drew Duncan. And of course, the Full Court Press is on Facebook and Instagram as well. Guys, I am super thrilled to have a return guest on the program. The last time we spoke to him, he was getting ready for his next bout in which he came away victorious. His name is Nathan Gilmore, fighting out of Arkansas, and he's right here on the Full Court Press. Nathan, thank you so much for joining the program again.
Thanks. It's a pleasure, Duncan. It's a pleasure. How you doing, brother?
Man, I'm doing good. How you holding up down there in Arkansas, Nathan?
It's amazing. It's amazing. You know, during this summer, just about to train hard as I ever trained, actually.
Which is great to hear. And, you know, I got to tell you, Avery and I were talking a little bit about this. I don't know if you saw the interview or not, but he's an Arkansas native as well. And I saw the post that you shared with Bryce Mitchell when he was going ham talking about Arkansas. There's a lot of pride being down there in SEC country. What do you feel like you could add to that, Nathan, in terms of bringing even more sense of pride to the state of Arkansas?
Oh man, I feel like every different fighter has their own style, you know, and their own different way of going about it. Me myself, I feel like my aggression and I'm a crowd pleaser. So, you know, whatever it takes to get the crowd hyped up, ready to come back, sell some tickets, I'm all for it. You know, Bryce Mitchell, he ain't nothing but couple minutes away from me, from where I actually stay at. So that he trained at West Side, so it's right up the street.
I am exceptionally surprised that with being down there in SEC country, we're not talking about Nathan Gilmore playing football, given how athletic I've seen that you really are. I mean, did you ever play football, or did you always know that MMA was going to be it for you?
Well, I think everybody else probably did, but I think I was a little delusional. I tried basketball, I tried football. I think one time in the middle of a basketball game, I kind of just was like, you know what, I ain't playing anymore. I don't know. I was really good at football. I was just a real good hard worker. I did a whole lot, but it wasn't for me. I mean, once I got my hands on mixed martial arts, it just went uphill from there.
Talking to Nathan Gilmore right here on the Full Court Press. I am your host, Drew Duncan, fresh off of his last victory. One of the most sought-out amateurs right now in all of MMA is Nathan Gilmore. Nathan, you and I talked about it the last time that you were on the program, about your affinity for being Conor McGregor-esque. And it's amazing to me that when I look at Conor, I see a guy that hasn't had a fight since October of last year. At the bare minimum, we're not going to see him for another 4 or 5 months in the octagon, given his suspension. And yet the man still has 4 different fighters calling his name. Woodley, Diaz, Cerrone is the latest. It never ceases to amaze me what the name McGregor does alone. Is that why you want to be at that peak? So that way, no matter what's going on, no matter how long because everybody takes a break, right? When you're away, you still want your name to be that relevant. Is that what you're aspiring for, Nathan?
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm aspiring for. I mean, it's the draw of Conor McGregor. You know, people don't realize that, you know, when they talk bad about somebody or they talk good about somebody, they love them, they hate them. It doesn't matter. You know, if I said I'm quitting MMA and I started rapping and I wanted to be a rapper and I sold 10 million CDs to one person, and that 10 million that he bought, he burned them all. It don't matter. You still bought them. It's no good or bad. You know, Conor, I mean, good publicity, bad publicity, everybody still wants to see Conor McGregor.
Conor McGregor is known for his affinity for money. It's a proclivity of his, and it's something that he's talked about from day one. You being as sought out as you are as an amateur, when it comes to the money game, what is your way of looking at the financial gain that you can get in MMA?
Well, I know. Of course, there's a lot of money out there, but you just got to take it one step at a time. I'm all into, planning everything out. You know, if you plan everything out the right way, I'll be fine. You know, I'm just taking it one step at a time. I'm not in a rush. Of course, I would love to make Conor McGregor money. Who wouldn't? You can offer me to fight Conor McGregor tomorrow. Let's make it happen. But let's make it happen. Set it up right now. You know, it's about the money. But some things is more important than money, because you got to have a will to keep going. At times when you want to quit, when you're training hard, when you're getting beat up, when your sparring partners are killing you, you got to have a little bit more than money, but you got to have a goal at the same time. You know, so I think it all plays a part. The money, me love fighting, me being good at it. Everything plays its own aspect.
We're talking to Nathan Gilmore right here on the Full Court Press. I am your host, Drew Duncan. Nathan, when are you going to take that step? We talked about it before. You have basically all but dominated. You're a two-time champion. You're ranked number 1 in the state of Arkansas. You're one of the highest ranked in all the United States of America. When are you going to take that next step and move to the professional level and get that pro card?
It will be guaranteed, Duncan. It will be this year. You know, that's the end of it's in December, beginning January, February. I'll be a professional. I will be a professional on the biggest stage possible, doing my absolute best.
Now, from a fighter's perspective, that's a little bit of time away. So are you planning on having another fight in between there?
Actually, I was planning on having two more fights. Of course, jiu-jitsu tournaments every chance I get. If I can get 10 in, then I'll get 10 in. Just doing everything that I can absolutely do to enhance my game. You know, of course, there's a lot of training out there, but training with the best like Don Jones and whoever else, whatever I can do to enhance my game, I want to be ready at all aspects when I do make that jump to being professional.
You know, I think for me, the way that I look at it is, and what I hear from you is, it's almost kind of like Patrick Mahomes playing behind Alex Smith for a year, right? Instead of going and starting right away, he was able to get that time where he could learn how to develop as a quarterback in the NFL. Is that the way you look at it when it comes to MMA, and that's why you're taking so much time before you decide to go pro?
Exactly. You hit it right on the money. It's everything's a process. Some people are ready early. Some people are ready late. Some people are not ready and still jump in and still make money. Who knows? The way I'm doing it, I got my set way of how I look at it. I got a set skill set that I have now, but I also want to add to it. So I want to keep adding to my skill set, keep getting better, 1% better every day, and just keep moving forward.
Nathan, you know the deal. As I do with all of my guests, I give them an opportunity to say whatever it is that's on their mind. There's no right or wrong answer here. The floor is 100% yours.
Well, yes, sir. Andrew, guaranteed. You might not know. Also, shout out my boy, Chris Whitfield. He's a upcoming prospect, also out of Arkansas, and the man's amazing. Actually, he plans on following our my neighbor Malik Monk, and going to the NBA. I don't know if he decided he's gonna go overseas or not, but he got some awesome. It's amazing. It's a really great thing he's doing out there. He got some T-shirts made actually, and on the T-shirt, it was kind of weird at first when I heard it. On the middle of the T-shirts, they're called Unknown, and I didn't understand why they was called Unknown until he broke it down for me, because there's so much talent out here, everywhere, not just in Arkansas, everywhere. There's so much talent, and there's so much people can do, and people don't know about it. And we're unknown to people, except God. We're known to God, So shout out Chris Whitfield. He's doing some amazing things. Shout out to my sponsors, Woods Elite, Straight from Scratch, Pops, Irvin McLean, Spencer, Jeremy Barnes, of course, Can't forget number one, Nathan Kirby, my Rock City family, Ashton Kirby, my training partners. Shout out everybody. We're gonna make some big things happen. Keep getting on my bandwagon. It is one step and a stepping stone. We're gonna keep making it happen. Shout out Rock City, baby.
His name is Nathan Gilmore, and he was right here on the Full Court Press. Nathan, thank you once again for joining the program.
It's been a pleasure, Duncan. It's been a pleasure.
You're very welcome. All right, everybody. I'm Drew Duncan, host of the Full Court Press. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram is all at DrewDuncan83. When you share this post, don't forget to use the hashtag Don't You Dare Touch That Dial. And as always, don't you dare touch that dial.